In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can manage permissions in a class team in Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to go ahead and pop open my team from this Microsoft Teams classes link in my course, and it brings me right here to my team in the app. And before I start demonstrating the permissions, I want to take a second to just talk about why I'm doing this, why it matters, and really kind of how to think about it. So when we think about Microsoft Teams, it is a robust communication and collaboration platform. So that's going to help you understand what's happening within your files area of your class team. So the vast majority of people who are using this platform use it to collaborate on files. So if you have files that you're adding to this area, you have to remember that by default, it's going to be a collaborative file, a file that gives your students permission to use that file, to edit it, and maybe even to delete it, which is why I want to alert you to how you can actually manage the permissions in your class team. So I have my files area open in this class team, and I have, all my recordings, and I don't want my students to be able to edit or move or delete these in any way. And by default, members of your team will be able to have some editing permissions on all of your files. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate to the files area of my channel where these materials are stored, and I'm going to go ahead and look for the folder or file that I want to manage, and then I'm going to click the three-dot menu. And you will see that I have an option called Manage Access. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you'll notice that we have this Groups tab at the top. And what the groups are referring to are the different roles in this team. And you can see that by default, the members of the team can edit things in this folder. So that's what I want to change. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And it's going to give me the option to update that. So I'm going to just select Can View, Can't Make Changes. And then I'm going to click Apply. Now, when my students come here, they will be able to view these recordings, but they won't be able to edit them, move them, delete them, any of those things. And you can repeat this process for any of the files and folders that you do have in your class team, keeping in mind that if you have something you just want students to view, like a syllabus, this might not be the right place for it. We want to put that in Canvas. We can add it via the OneDrive integration in Canvas. I do have a video here on our YouTube channel about how you can accomplish that using the OneDrive integration in Canvas, or upload the file or something like that. This we want to primarily think of as a space where we are collaborating with our colleagues and students. Of course, our recordings are going to go here automatically, so that's a no-brainer. I want to lock down that folder so that my students can always just view those recordings and not edit them in any way. Now, let's say you come to your Teams area and you find that something's missing and you suspect that somebody has deleted something that you need. There is a way to recover that. And so what you're going to do is go to your browser and log into Microsoft 365. And when you navigate to OneDrive, you'll see this quick access area here on the left. And this will allow you to navigate to kind of your team site in SharePoint. So I'm going to go ahead and look for the course, and I'm going to open that, and you'll see it gives me this Go to Site button up here. I'm going to click that, and it's going to bring me to my SharePoint site for this course. And when I open it here, I will see that there is a recycle bin. So I can go ahead and click that. And then I will see in the recycle bin, I do have that recording, and I can go ahead and select it and then click Restore. And that's going to put that file right back where it belongs. And now my folder is locked down, so nobody should be able to access, edit, delete any of my files in that folder. I just want to point out one last thing, and that is that these interfaces do change rather frequently in the Microsoft platform. So you might go to follow this process and find maybe this list of options is running across the top instead of the side. Just keep in mind it might look a little different. by the time you go to follow this process, and you may need to poke around a little bit to find the options that I'm describing, but they should still be there. I hope this is helpful. If you run into any issues, you can always reach out to your school's academic technology specialist or 6Tech.